Hello, how are you all tonight? It is Wednesday and it's over the hump day. Let me just see if I'm showing up where I'm supposed to be. Um, how is everybody? Oh, we've had a little tiny bit of snow here. Um, but other than that, no, not much. So, um, my name is Terry Phelps. I live in Badness Heights, Minnesota, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been a demonstrator the second time around since 2015, and I love what I do and I love to share it. So um, I am starting videos, and so just be warned, I have a dog that usually acts up when I'm doing this. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he does not and he sleeps through. And what I'm going to do tonight is several years now, I got a card that I've always loved the card. It's super cute. I don't know what it's called. I'll put it down later. But I've always loved this fold, and so I thought what I would do is I would make some cards using some of the new products from the new mini catalog and some celebration items. So what I'll do is I'll just walk you through the first, well, there's four of them, and then I'll make the fourth one with you. So let me pop down to my desktop and we'll get started. And I don't see comments very easy. So if you're on and I don't answer, I'm sorry. I will get back to you after the event. So let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm new to all this. All right, let me get down to my desktop. All right, so this is the card that I received, and I received this from Anita Dixon, and she's a fellow demonstrator. And I got this as part of a swap, and a swap is something that we all do to get ideas from each other and to just see neat ways and fun ways new products are used. So, and this is how the card goes. It opens like this. It's very simple, but I think it's super, super cute. So what I did is I made four of my own versions, and so let me get started with that. The first one, so this is the mini catalog and the new celebration brochures, and just letting you know that celebration is going on from now until the end of February. And so what that is you can earn free products, anything in this brochure for free for every $50 or $100 you spend. So so that's just something that's super exciting that Stampin' Up! Does. And there's also a joining special right now too, which is super cool. And let me go down to my desktop again. This glass studio you can get for free, and it comes with a mat and some other items as well. Oh no, my dog is starting up. So let me start by showing you the first card that I made. All right, and so this card is my version, the first one. So this paper is free paper. It's in the celebration catalog, and let me see. It is called the Light and Airy Designer Series paper. So that was what I use for this Designer Series paper. And the other products that I used, oh my goodness. Come here, come here. Sorry about that. This is my troublemaker. So I don't know what he wants, but this is going to be trouble. Normally he sleeps through, but a lot of times he does not. So sorry about that. I'm going to see if I can get him to sit down and relax. Yes. Can you do that, troublemaker? All right. So, whoopsie. Oh, this is ridiculous. Why do you do this? All right, so I'll go back down to my desktop. And then the other products I used in here in this is the Baker's Twine. It's a 3-color pack, and that is part of, it's on page 33 of the Mini Catalog, and that's part of the Hot Air Balloon Suite. Right here. So I've used that, and then I also used the iridescent foil gems, and those are on page 49. And the reason I'm showing you these things is because these are all new products, so I just want you to know where you can find them. So in this is from a set called Just Kidding, and I don't typically buy too many small children like sets, so but I did want these iridescent foils. So that's one thing to think about when you're going through a catalog and stuff. You don't need to buy everything, but just little things like this really add to your collection. And then the other things that I used in this is, so I've got this free paper that's that was for a $50 order. You can get this free. And then the other thing that I used to make this card is on page 14. And it is a bundle. And so what you get, and this would be for $100, you can get for free this embossing folder. So it's kind of like an argyle type kind of look. And then this stamp set. They go together. And it's called Softly Sophisticated, and they're photopolymer stamps. So you get those for free. So basically, everything in this card, they're free items. So this is the embossing folder. I don't know if you can see it too much. You can see the texture. And then I Winkastella'd the little birdie so she'd sparkle. I kind of thought that was kind of like feathers, where, you know, feathers are kind of iridescent themselves with the light going through them. And then I just wrapped around some of the twine. So I thought that was a pretty cute. And I used the hello there. And in this stamp set, you have some really nice sentiments. There's hello there, you're in my thoughts, I really appreciate you, and then some fun flowers. So it's a really nice set that complements a lot. So those are our free items. So that was my first card. Pretty, huh? I like that. Oh, hi, Jamie. It's nice to see you. And let's see the card. Oh, and I was going to show you the beautiful paper. Now this is free paper that you can get right now in Celebration also, and that's for a $50 order. And there is no, hello Carol, there is no limit on how much free items you have. In fact, it's kind of sad, but I have 17 free packs of paper right now so far. So I really love Celebration. But let me just show you quickly what the papers are like. Isn't this pretty? I just love it. And then your backs are some nice and backgrounds. And these are kind of watercolor like. So these, I really like the way the art's. They're very pretty colors. The colors on this paper are boho blue, bubble bath, calypso coral, crumb cake, daffodil delight, flirty flamingo, fresh freesia, garden green, lost lagoon, misty moonlight, pecan pie, and sea foam soft sea foam. Ooh, I love, love, love this. But isn't this beautiful? You can make so many fun spring cards. I see a lot of use for this. And who doesn't like birds, right? I'm a huge bird person. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These would be fun. You can easily cut these out. It's fussy cutting, but that's okay. It's gorgeous paper. So that is the free paper that you can get. So basically, to make this card, I got the stamp set, the embossing folder, and the paper all free. Isn't that a cute card? I love it. So my second card is, let me see here. I have a dog on my lap, so it's going to be tricky here. I'm going to get my items. All right. So this is, hi Cindy, welcome, thank you. I'm so glad to see you. The bird have a die, or would you need to fussy cut? So yes, so Jamie, this paper, the bird paper, does not have any coordinating dies. It is just a standalone paper. So yeah, you would have to fussy cut, but it's pretty. Another thing you could do with it, if you didn't want to fussy cut, you could take and use other dies that are circles, or you could, you know, use tags, that kind of thing. Oh, one thing I did not show you. On all the cards, I am using the Countryside Corner dies, and those are in the annual catalog on page 63 if you're interested. So I just use different sizes, but Jamie, you could also use something like this that you could cut out your birds, you know, or a scene, like I did, you know, actually when I made the card here. I just cut out this scene from the paper. Thank you for sharing, Cindy. I love that. You are such an awesome person for doing that. So this one, this is super cute. Same card. And it just has a totally different look, right? Thank you, Jamie, for sharing. So this is the Be My Valentine bundle. And that is in the mini catalog. And that is on like page 6. And that's right here. So what I use today is I'm using the Sweet Sorbet ribbon, the stamp set, and the punch, and the designer series paper. And so let's see. So this is the punch, and this is the bundle, These are all new in the mini catalog. Super fun. And the one thing that's nice about this punch is it's 2 hearts. And so this is actually for the wings, and this little one, this little heart is for the antennae. So cute. And then you can use this part as a conversation bubble. I think that that's super great way to use this punch. So this punch is not only going to be a bee builder, it's also got some other uses that you can use. So super fun. And then this is the beautiful ribbon in the sweep. It's super soft. I like that it's nice and thin. It's only, I think, 1/4 of an inch, it looks like. And I like that size ribbon as far as I'm kind of bow challenged. So the smaller that the ribbon is, the better for me. And then I also use these champagne iridescent dots. And these are gorgeous. Those are on page 61. And that is in the actual mini catalog. And that is for, it's in the Poetic Expressions bundle. But they're beautiful. Look how much they shine. I just think they're so pretty. They remind me of the champagne, you know, what do you call them? The cut. What am I trying to say? The diamonds? Cut trinkets that we have in, but they just are beautiful. But isn't this fun? I did not emboss. All I did was took DSP and I just let that do all the work. I made my little bee and I Winkastella'd the wings. And see, this is your 1 heart and that's your 2nd heart. And then it just opens. And I just left it blank, you know, for when I actually use that. And let me show you the paper really quick that's in this paper. This is not free paper. This is actually part of the bundle, or the suite. Isn't this cute though? These are cute little bumblebees. And then again on the back, they have a nice background. Yeah, I'm gonna try putting the dog down, see if he relaxes. And then on this one, these cute little flowers. And nice background stripe. Ooh, that makes me dizzy. Here's another page of the bumblebees with lots of little flowers. I love all the colors, so springy. This totally reminds me of my sister. We used to make our flowers when we were kids, and they were always those little circles with the little center. This is super cute. I like this with the little trail with the little hearts. Super fun. And here's another one. Oh, and I don't think I showed you the back. Oh, and this is your other hearts. Isn't that happy paper? It's just so happy. I love it. Nice background you can use for other cards. They don't have to be Valentine-y. And then this one's really super cute too. And these you could use as an accent and cut them out. And some more bees trails. So that's the paper that you get in that suite. So that's from that product. And trying to make some room here. These are a couple other little cards we made. We had an event for Stampin' Up! The demonstrators. And this is what we made. So on this one, I actually tinted the wings to be kind of a bluish, and I Winkastella'd them. And then this was another one that we made. super fun. I just love how many looks you can get. I mean, you can make cards. Everybody makes cards, and there's just never two alike. I just think it's awesome. I mean, look how cute these are. Way better than store. So far we've got this card, and we have this card. And let's see, let's move on to our next one. And these products are also free. Well, some of them are, I guess I should say. Sorry, this is kind of a mess up here, isn't it? My goodness. All right, so this is the next card. And I made this to be a wedding card. And it says, Mr. and Mrs., I hope your day is filled with joy. Yes, Jamie, this was a Stampin' Up! Event that we had back when we were introducing some other products. Oh, I'm so glad you'll use this fold. It's super easy, you guys. I love it. And look how many different ways you can do this. This time I took the designer series paper. Now I did go up a size. I did go up to use this size for this one. So if you'll notice, this is a little bigger than this one. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to do this as a cutout. You know, I wanted to do the punch. I wanted to punch out for the designer series paper for a different look. And so I had to upsize my dies. So I have this little fun little piece of paper left over, right? I can use that for something new. Then this, and then it just opens like that. This time I added another layer behind. I did not do that in the other two. So I had to just have another bit of color and to tie in. I didn't want, at first I kind of wanted everything to be just the two colors, but I thought, you know, I'm going to add a little bit of color. So I used two different designer series papers, and I used some embellishments, and I stamped inside, and then, yeah, so isn't that fun? So let me show you what this set is. These are the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. This one right here. This is what I use for the Mr. and Mrs. And I hope your day is filled with joy. But I wanted to show you that you have two stamp sets. Actually, there's two stamp sets that go with this punch. And I love this punch. It is so awesome. It is on page 12 of your mini catalog. And this is the actual punch itself. It's really cool though. I love the shape of it. So you can use it this way or this way, you know. And this was the stamp set that we used. So that's a new bundle that's in the mini catalog. And you also, so that's what I used for the card. But you also can get for free this in the celebration brochure on page 10. This is called Heartfelt Hellos. And so this also works and coordinates with this punch. So that's two different sets. So you can, you know, get the bundle from the mini, and you can get this for free. Almost. The bundle's $37.75, but you know, just add a little bit more and you can get this set for free. And I love the sentiments because Between these two sets, you can really use these a lot. You've got Mr. and Mrs. I hope your day is filled with joy. Let's eat cake. Sending you lots of love and hugs and with sincere sympathy and for you. And then on this, I could have made this card. I could have totally used this stamp set. I'd have Dad, you're the best. Hello, happy Mother's Day. Love you more. Enjoy your day and thinking of you this Easter. So, I mean, really, this covers, you know, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Easter, hello, just anything. And these could easily have fit on this card. So super, super, super. And yes, you can use these sets year round, Cindy. I know. And that's the thing that's wonderful. Like you say, Cindy, you know, casing things, you know, that's something that it's awesome to case someone else's ideas, because we all learn from that, right? We all can share, and you know, and it's just being creative, and so it's such a cool thing. So so that, and then so that's what I used to create that one. Boy, I got a mess going on here, don't I? Let me show you else. I used this ribbon, and this is in the annual catalog, and it's on page 144. It's beautiful ribbon too. This is also very soft. It's shimmery. It's see-through. Oh, super nummy, 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 nummy. I have not used it very much, and so I think it's gonna be one of my favorites. Another thing that I used was the Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock embellishments, and those are on page 15 of the mini catalog, which is for the Forever and Love. And that's the thing too, you don't need to buy everything. So that's one thing I do a lot of times when I get a new catalog. I mean, let's face it, I buy just about everything. But on something like this, I love the paper. It's beautiful paper, and I'll show it to you. And I loved the envelopes and the cards that you can get. These are foil. They're just beautiful. You could color these. You know, they're great. And I loved embellishments. I didn't want this necessarily because I felt I had enough flowers. And so I just thought, you know what? If I want it later, I'll get it. But right now, I just wanted the cards and envelopes and the embellishments and the paper. And so that's a way that you can save a little bit as well. So these are those embellishments, and they're sparkly. They get glitter in them, and they're super cool. And so quickly, I will show you the paper that I used. And this is from that suite. Uh-oh, things are gonna crash. So these are foils as well. Isn't that nummy? Oh, love. Yes, you're right, Cindy. It's always a happy mess. And it's always a mess. For sure. Isn't this fun? I love how this is such a cool background. It's pretty. And yet so is this. Sometimes it's hard to make a choice of what paper I want to use. Look at that numminess. So super great backgrounds. Oh, fun, fun. gorgeous. And, oh, isn't that pretty? Mom. Hope I'm not making you all dizzy. And then we've got this. Very cool. So that is the paper that's in the Forever Love Suite in the mini. So that leaves us, so we have this one, and this one so far. All pretty, they're all different. I love that. But now I'm going to show you the one I'm going to make. Hopefully this all goes well. Let me get my supplies here. Without them crashing down. All right. Okay, now if you know me, you know I don't really like critter stuff that much. It's a challenge for me. It brings me anxiety. I don't know why. Even making builder punches sometimes makes me, I don't know what it is. But so this is the one I'm going to make tonight. This is so stinking cute. I'm kind of sold now on it. But isn't this fun? This is so fun. This is a combination of the Jungle Pals bundle. It's not actually a bundle. You can buy them separately, or you will buy them separately. For $50 purchases, you can get the stamp set for free. And for $100 purchases, you can get the dies for free. So if you spend $150, you can get both of those for free. And you would also earn rewards at $150. So super, super fun how it all adds up. So this is the stamp set. And this is not photopolymer. This is a rubber set. I haven't gotten it all together yet. And then these are the dies. And I have 3 of them out. So you get quite a few dies. You get 15 dies. That's a lot of dies for free. So these are called the Jungle Pals. So those are free celebrations items. The other things I used in that this card is the Zany Zoo stamp set, and that stamp set is in the annual catalog, and that is on page 46. And same with the designer series paper that I used, because I kind of thought it tied in so well with this stamp bundle, because it also has a sloth in it, which is part of this stamp set, right? So there's not a sloth in the actual stamp set of the Zany Zoo, but there's a sloth in this stamp set, which is free. And then in the paper, in the Zany Zoo paper, there's a sloth. So that's what kind of made me tie them in together. And let me see. Oh, I did not pull the papers. They're super fun. And I'll just kind of show them really quickly. But isn't this cute? They're just coming and going. Everybody's just doing their thing. And I love black and white papers. And so this is so cool when they do that. You can use so many black and white patterns for so many cards and mix it up with colors. So I think it's really a fun. This is another page. It just makes you happy, doesn't it? And that's black and white. And originally I thought I was going to use the black and white papers with my jungle stuff, but I ended up not. So here's our little sloth, and he's doing his Zen thing, which is awesome. I thought that was super cute. And another black and white. And here we got some music going on. Everybody's just having a jamming out. And then you have your black and white. And then we have our dancing queens. Love this side. And we have our campfires and our exploring. So pretty fun. So this is the paper that I used to tie into that bundle. All right. The other things I used in the project was some adhesive backed corks, and those are new. Those are in the mini catalog. Let me get my stuff out of the way here. Sorry, what a mess. Those are on page 41, and that's with another beautiful, beautiful suite. It is, these are the adhesive backed cork rounds. This is a stunning, stunning suite. I'll showcase that another time. It is absolutely stunning. This is suede and gold, faux leather trim. The papers got gold. The stamp sets are just beautiful. It reminds me of back when I was doing stamping in the 80s. Everything was this kind of nostalgic, soft, romantic type kind of look. So I love that. I'm super excited about this suite. As you can see, some of the examples, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. But that's another video. So I used those. But other than that, I pretty much just used those two items. So let me move some of this junk out of the way and we can start. So we have, these are our 4 cards, guys. What do you think? Aren't they different? All of them are different, but they're just so fun. I just think they're so cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so let me move this out of the way. All right, so this is what we're making. So let me all right, I got all my stamps and my stuff out of the way. All right, move this out of the way. So let me do some stamping, I guess, first. So I need to stamp my little Sorry, let me see what's going on here. There we go. I don't know why that stopped. All right, I think we're okay now. All right, so I want to stamp my little guy here. So I'm going to use Memento ink. And so right now, if you join Stampin' Up! And you want to be on my team, you can get this glass studio for free. It's wonderful. Just saying. It's like, oh. So not only do you get $125 worth of product for $99, you also get to add this studio, which comes with, and I'll show you the rest of the stuff as I use it. It's a $60 value. You get that on top of it for free. So it's so cool. And let's see, I need to cut also my pieces. You know what, maybe I'll let that dry. And I've got these things ready to cut. I'm going to cut my, oh, thank you, Karen. Hi, I'm so glad you joined. So cool to see you. Alrighty, let me cut my card bases here. Just a second, I gotta get some paper. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't cut one of my pieces. I have to go find some of it. I'll be right back. Here, I thought I was all prepared. Better I am, but I just can't find this stuff right now. So we'll just start all over. All right, so the base of this card, the base of it is 6.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to cut my, get this out of the way. So I'm going to cut my card base. And I'm using crumb cake. All right. So there is 6.5, and we're going to go 5.5. All right. And so then we're going to score on the long side, the 6.5 inch edge. We're going to score at 2 1/4. All right, so that's it. And then we're going to take and we're going to cut our inside piece, and I'm going to use Whisper White, or well, I still call it Whisper White, but it's basic white. And that is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Piece out my mess. Alrighty, so let's put this. So this is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to do 5 1/4. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do 4. By 5 1/4. All right, so that's my inside piece right here. All right, and then let's see, I think that's it for my cutting, or no, it's not. So then my piece for on this one, I used a border. So the green here, the base piece of the bottom is 2 inches by 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut this. I think this is already at 2 and 5 1/4. Am I in the camera? Yes. I always forget to watch. And then so this piece, because on this card, I actually wanted to tie in the green a little bit and add a little more color. On like the other ones, I guess 2 of them, I just used the 2 by 5 1/4, but on these I used layers. So I think then I just went, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna chop off a little bit. So I'm gonna go 2 inches here. Or no, I'm gonna go an inch. I'm gonna do 7/8. Okay. And then, or 1 7/8, I should say. And then I'm gonna go, let's see, I need 5 1/4. I'm gonna chop off some of this because I don't need that. Actually, I'm gonna chop a little bit more. I don't need that little. All right, let's see where we get now when it's 5 1/4 or 5. I'm gonna go to 4 7/8. I think this will work. I'm horrible at math, guys. Did I do it too small? I did. Oh well, this is what we're gonna do. Right? It's okay, isn't it? I think so. I hope so. That's just what it's gonna be. All right. Told you I was bad at math. All right, so that's all of our cutting. So we got those pieces there. And so now we have to do some of our die cutting. So I'm going to get this out of the way. And I'm going to bring in my little guy. My mini cut and boss. Because this has got all small pieces in it. So I'm going to cut my panel here and all my little pieces. So let's see. I have got base. This is my cutting plate. And I'm just going to add this on here. What else am I cutting? I could cut my little, oh, I haven't colored him yet. And let's see, I can do my tree. All right. And remember, you need to stagger your plates when you're using your mini. I have to stand up. I can never do this when I'm sitting down. This is cool because this die set also, you can use it for just a great background for just a lot of other type of cards, right? I mean, you get your tree, and you get your foliage, and you get flowers in it. It's a super cute die set. All right, so we've got our foliage. Let's see. We're going to cut our largest. I need to trim this paper. it's not going to fit through this machine if I don't. All right. So this is our larger of the tags. How's everybody doing this week? Ugh. I like doing these on Wednesday nights because it's over the hump day. Everybody needs a break in the middle of the week. That's the way I look at it. All right, and so now I'm going to cut my white panel. Oh, I'm going to have to cut this too. I'm not used to, I usually use my larger machine. So it's like, but it is cool to have this small one. I love it. All right. Ooh, is anybody else a stander when they do their cutting? I always have to stand when I'm doing it. I stand a lot when I stamp. Does anybody else? My back hurts a lot sometimes because if I'm in my craft room for a long time, I am standing so much that I get a backache. I'm trying to get myself to sit more, but yeah. All right. I'm going to color my little guy here first. Let's see, what other pieces do we have to cut? Oh, we have to cut our tree. And I think I cut this the wrong way, so we'll use this. Okay. I like using dies when I don't have to really line anything up because it's not a stamped image. Anybody else like that? It's like, oh. All right, and so the only other thing we have to do is I'm going to color my little critter here. Oh, guess what? This does not cut the edge. I didn't realize that because last time I cut it on an edge. Interesting. All right, so then let's see, I used it. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. Sorry about that. I usually have all this stuff all done, but in my hurry to get everything done in time. All right, let's do this again. See if this works. Come on. I hate this when it does this. Ugh. Oh, you guys. Ah. Why does this happen always on camera? Ugh. Okay, let's do it this way. Because then I know it's going to go. All right. So, sorry about that. That's a snafu-y. So we have our tree. All right, and so then I'm going to start coloring my sloth here. And I'm using the blends and I'm using the crumb cake. And so I'm going to start with my dark actually first, just to get some of the shadowing. Let's see. Uh-oh, trouble's coming back in the room. I think one of the reasons I don't do animals too much is I don't know how to color them. That's kind of what the deal is. And then I'm just going to circle around and kind of blend in my darker spots. I think I'm going to give them a little darkness right over here. All right. Okay. Now we're ready to cut him out. If I can find the die, what do I do with it? Now I could have the biggest workspace ever and I still would lose everything. Let's see. Oh my goodness, where'd it go? Oh, I found it. Found it. All right, we'll try this guy again. See if we can get it to work. Just so frustrating. All right, I'm gonna take in. He is cute, isn't he? All right, I'm just gonna tack this down a little. Wish me luck. Woohoo! It went through. I'm a happy camper. All right. So I think we are done with all of our cutting and all that fun stuff. So now we can just assemble. So another part that I did was I actually colored a lot of the die pieces. So this is another piece that you get with the glass mat studio. So you get this glass mat, which is awesome. It's got 13-inch grid in inches, and it's got 33 inches or centimeters on this side. It's heat proof. It's you can stamp on it. You can mix colors on it. It's just so awesome. And you get this awesome rubber pad that I store my stuff in when I'm working. I put my dies in here so I don't lose them. I put my ink pads in here while I'm working. And then you also get this nice chamois too. So very super cool thing. It's a $60 value. You get it for free. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I will be glad to answer them for you or find out your answer if I don't know. So what I did was I took my white piece here and I'm just going to sponge it with Azure Afternoon. I love that. It's a nice bright blue. It's so pretty. And whoops, this must be the green one I used. Oh well, shoot. Kind of makes for an interesting background. Looks like a sky through the trees, I think. And it looks a little green because I used the wrong sponge. Maybe it's a storm coming. I don't know how the sky gets green. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Let that dry a little bit. And then we're going to take the tree. I didn't want everything to just all look the same and blah, right? So I wanted to give the tree some dimension. I mean, it does have these nice grid marks that look like bark, but I just wanted to give it a little bit more. So I used pecan pie with that. And this is crumb cake. So let me see what color I got going on here. If I have the right one. I think I do. So this is pecan pie. So I'm just blotting it over. I could use this right on the glass plate. here, but I figure, and I can wipe it off really quickly and stuff, but that's one thing that's so cool is this mat. It's heat resistant, so you can emboss on it. You can mix colors on it. You can mix colors in these little wells. Your stamping spots fit in there. Your little embellishments, if you're working on something, you want to, keep all your embellishments in one place. That's great. Stamps, if you don't want to lose your stamps, because like I always do. Obviously, I lost some stuff today already. All right, so I'm just kind of making it a little darker in some areas, and like a real tree would be. Okay, so I think that's good. And then I added some green to my leaves here. So all right, and this is Parakeet Party is the ink that I'm adding, which is just a little bit of a different, darker, but not too dark green, just to give these leaves a little dimension as well. All right, I think that's good. So that's done, and I think the only thing left we have to do is stamp our background piece. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use the sentiment, something great to celebrate you. Got it inked up here. A lot of times I like to do my stamping before I put the whole thing together, because there's nothing more frustrating to me than getting this like all together and then I mess this up. So just something I like to do. Usually, sometimes I don't, but all right, I'm going to close up this ink and get it out of my way, because I know me. I will stick my hand in it. All right. So now what we need to do is assemble, and here's all of our pieces. So we need to take and put our largest tag behind this panel. So what I do is I score one end of the tag at about, I think it's 3/8 I do usually. I kind of just eyeball it. So I think that's kind of what it turns out to be. So I'm going to take and bring in my scoring blade here. And I'm just lining it up to, let's see. Yeah. All right, and so that gives me this little tab that I can actually glue and attach behind that panel. All right. So I'm going to turn this over then, and I'm going to glue this. All right. So I'm going to just do that. And I'm going to leave a little edge. I'm just going to press that down. Okay. Now I'm ready. If I want to, I could attach this, but I'm going to wait until I build. And then I'm going to score my folds. If anyone knows what the name of this fold is, let me know. If it has a fold name, I'm not sure. All right. So I'm going to take my sky, and I'm just going to actually just attach that. And when I scored it, this is going to be just even. I didn't want a whole lot of bulk behind, you know, behind here. So I just, I'm just going to have it even with the top. Okay. All right. All right. And I'm going to put my tree. Now this is longer than what I actually need, right? But I'm going to put my tree about, I like having the sky on the other side of the actual tree. I think that's kind of a cute, a nice touch. So I'm going to cut this off about here. And that will be for another project, what I have left over. And then I'm going to put them up on dimensionals. Now, you guys don't throw away once you use your Stampin' Dimensionals. You know, they come in sheets like this. Once you use them all up, you'll have a border. Keep those, because that's a lot of adhesive that you're throwing away. And especially when you have a strip like this, right? I can cut this, and it will be my adhesive that I use. Otherwise, we would have thrown that away, and it would have been a big waste. So this is a little long, so I'm going to cut it a little more. I want this about here. So we're going to cut that about there. All right, sweet. So I'm going to put some adhesives or some dimensionals on the back. I think these are not too thick. Okay. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. So see how nice that is to use? And hopefully see how that super cool, right? You can't see it. And that's stuff I would have just thrown away if I just didn't use that. In fact, I have a whole bin of these, you guys. So I have a lot of tape or dimensional tape adhesive that I can use. And so I just need maybe one more. I'll actually use a dimensional for that. Perfect. All right, so I'm just going to attach this a little bit to the right or left of the actual weight. Sweet, we have our tree. All right, so then we're going to take our foliage here, and I'm just going to put to get that on there so that they don't see them. I think I'm going to mix it up and use some smaller ones as well. I think that's about it. I think we'll let this, because this will dangle a little bit, so that's okay. All right, just going to put this on the top. And now we got our cute little sloth. We just got to put some dimensionals on him. I hadn't seen a sloth for quite a while, and I went to the zoo with my grandson, and we were watching one in the tree, and it was like, holy buckets, do you guys move slow? It was crazy. I'd forgotten really how slow they actually do move. All right. I'm going to put this branch little thing underneath just to kind of hold it. Hold it down, and then I'm going to have this one up in like he's hanging on to. So we got all that done. Sweet. So all we have to do now is adhere it. So I'm going to take and move this out. All right. And nice. And now we're just going to attach our other papers here. So even though this is a little short, I messed up. I think it'll be okay. It's going to be for a kid. They're not going to pay attention anyway, right? I just love that he's doing his Zen stuff here. I think that's kind of cool. It just adds a little color. And then, yeah, I make sure I'm putting it on not upside down. see. That looks about even. Just going to do my creases. Oh, and we have to add our little cork. Oh, and one thing I did on my other card was I did do, you know, there's no sparkle, which I'm a sparkle girl. And even though it's very small, it isn't really that noticeable. I had to make something sparkle. So I'm just going to color my little heart here. And the paint. It doesn't do much, but you know, I know it's there, I guess, right? Okay. Thank you, Cindy. It was a challenge for me to do this card, you guys, because like I said, I am not a critter person. I mean, as far as stamping goes. One, my kids are adults. My grandkids are getting older. I just, yeah. So I made myself choose this bundle just so that I could see what I could do with it. And there we have it. Cute. I think it's super cute. So here are our four cards, 5 cards. Now to do this, and that. So there you go, guys. That is just using one template, one fun fold, and using just different products that are all new in the mini catalog and or freebie stuff. So hope you like that. Let me go down to so there. It was a long video, I think. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing, Cindy and Jamie and Karen. It was so nice to see you. And I hope that inspired you. These are super easy card, and you can just embellish it up or down. Fast to make, especially if you're going to make a bunch of them. And you can use, you know, any die set. I just happen to use the Countryside in, what that's called? Countryside Corners. I happen to use that one, but we have several die sets that you could do this with, you know. So let's see. Celebrations January ends in I just cut some out like this, Terry, tomorrow. Oh, thank you. That's awesome, Cindy. Post them. I'd love to see them. But celebration is January through the end of February. That's February 29th this year. And if you want a catalog, or if you need a demonstrator and you don't have one, I'd love to hear from you. There's wonderful things that you can get. Your money's going to go by far the farthest right now with their promotion. So I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. And with that, I guess I don't think there's anything new or exciting other than everything, the Mini Catalog and the Sale-A-Bration. But thank you for joining me, and I will see you next Wednesday. All right. Take care, everyone. Hope you have a fabulous weekend. All right. Take care. Thanks. Goodbye.